Right, so let's get to it. So unfortunately, there's no playbook right now for a pandemic. We're all just making this up as we go, and we all really here share the same feelings of confusion, anxiety, and ultimately require support. So we need to remember that everyone operating silently in the background, the people making sure that everything runs smoothly, that these individuals are really getting overworked. So this graph really says it all. A ridiculous increase in questions. Now, fortunately, the digital face of our government has the resources to scale the infrastructure. But what about some of the smaller municipalities throughout Canada? Some who may just have an IT staff of one and just a few customer reps. They definitely have a gargantuan task ahead of them. And that's where we think we can come in. We want to help them with their chatbot so they can run much more smoothly in the background. So now we can first unpack this context a little bit. So on the customer service team, they have to deal with a much higher call volume with the same or less resources. And from the citizens' perspectives, people like yourself and me, this can mean longer wait times and less support. Now, of course, with a large proportion of tourists and new residents that come to Innisfil, they may not always immediately, think to call the CS team. So if they're greeted with a friendly chatbot like Spot, who you'll meet very soon, this could be a great first or second impression of the city. And when we were speaking with the great team at Innisfil, we found that the chatbot idea wasn't really a COVID-specific problem, that they were actually investigating a chatbot before COVID due to the cost savings that it would incur, the more personalized services they would offer for the citizens, and the fact that their citizens just directly asked for it in many feedback forums. And many other municipalities have the same needs. So this pain point is applicable to most, if not all, municipalities. And we're really proud of what we built. We built a chatbot using Google Dialogflow that can plug straight into your website, into your social media, and eventually even integrate into your phone systems. It'll be custom fit for your technical infrastructure, and it's so easy to maintain that you can upload your knowledge with a click of a button. We can definitely also integrate it into the More platform as well. So just a little bit about our solution. Spot is powered by Google Dialogflow, which is basically a smart engine with limitless possibilities that are incredibly easy to use. It supports things like conversational small talk, ethics-style queue questions, and even external accents such as booking an appointment. It also offers support for telephone integrations. And we're really excited to kind of be pitching to Innisfil because the way we see it, Innisfil is a perfect city to deploy this innovation, as you already all have so many different unique and innovative projects. To list a few, the first Canadian city to have a unique partnership with Uber, first Canadian municipality to accept crypto, and you have this incredible vision with the Orbit project. So when we were doing our research, many of the Innisfil people that I spoke with, they expected innovation from their government, and they would be really happy to try out a new medium like a chatbot. And this early research leads us to believe that the adoption rate would be much higher than normal, especially as you are one of Canada's biggest millennial hubs and attractors. So if we take a quick look at what the first 4 months could look like, in the first month, we could do a quick discovery session where we look more at your data, your users, and audience to better personalize the experience specific to Innisfil people. Then we pair these learnings with our current solution and potentially the More platform, and then deploy this chatbot to both your website and social media channels. Then for the next month, we just really learning, experimenting, and testing to make the product even better. So here, after the first 2 months, you'd have a great functional chatbot that can immediately deliver value to the CS team. And the next 2 months could be really exploring new and useful tools and implementations to better serve your customers with a potential focus on a telephone integration. So one of my favorite things, it's always super fun to think of all the medium, long-term crazy ideas and additional use cases of exciting technology like chatbots. There's simply so many possibilities. So for Innisfil, a few options could be, it could help with your tourism, both in the summer and the winter, be a medium for the council to engage with the community, book appointments within the city, act as a welcoming package of sorts, or a first stop for new residents, and also be deployed on the library's websites. So question, why us? Why our solution? Well, we believe that our focus on municipal is a really big advantage. We spoke with many of our competitors, and they typically have a focus on enterprise clients, with a focus on projects that cost at least, $25,000 to $50,000. So being lower cost, very customizable, and having this municipal focus is a huge advantage for us. Another differentiator is that we'd also offer, training and a lot of UX support. So with all this in mind, we do have a pretty big market. There are about 3,500 municipalities in Canada, and we estimate that in our first 2.5 years, we can attract about 70 of them. So if we assume an average implementation, one-time implementation fee of about $6,000 and a monthly fee of $150, We estimate that this is very scalable and can attain about 630,000 in revenue in the first 2.5 years. So all that being said, we have a very strong team with experience and expertise in product management, data science, and full stack development. We know it's a really big problem, and we have a very simple but very executable solution that serves a real market need. So with all that being said, we thank you for your time and we welcome any and all questions.